Welcome and thank you for tuning in to Lady K Chat, a podcast that speaks to divorced women to help them become a better version of themselves. Various topics will be speaked upon, such as personal development, relationships, health and wellness, wealth building, and children. Tune in every Tuesday and Thursday at 6 p.m. The show will be hosted by the lovely speaker, author, and transitional divorce coach, Kalima, aka Lady K. Now for your host, Lady K. Hello, ladies. Thank you for tuning in to today's show of me. And me is an affirmation of self-care and self-love. A lot of us wear many hats. We are mothers, aunties. We do a lot of things in the community, and especially at this point of your life where now you're kind of back a single mom again, or you're just a single woman again because you're now coming out of this marriage. And sometimes we tend to lose ourselves and everybody else. We lost ourselves in the marriage and in the children. And when it's time to take care of some me time for us, we don't even know what that feels like. So there are 3 things that I would like to share today of how you can, proclaim you and get back to yourself. So the first thing I want to say is what I really want you to do is do an assessment on the things that you like and you love to do. Maybe it was something that you put on the back burner, you held off on, and now you can pay it full attention because before you didn't have the time. So again, think about the things that make you happy, that you are passionate about. And not only think about it, but I want you to write it down. Because when you write it down and you look at it, it just makes your vision and your goals more clearer because you are now looking at it because you wrote it down on paper. Okay? And if you're having a hard time right now trying to figure out what it is that you're necessarily looking to get back into, maybe it was a business that you always wanted to start. Possibility you're unsure how to do so, and you might need some resources or some guidance. Or maybe when you was younger, like for me, for example, when I was younger, my mother had me in dance school and I loved it. But then at a certain age, I stopped. So think about those little short things. Taking vocal lessons or planting a garden, whatever comes to mind, for you that can help you get back into, something that you once used to love, or maybe it can be a brand new idea. But I definitely want you to find that thing that you love to do. Now, the next thing I want you to do is, as far as self-care, self-love, if you have children, right, you're doing your normal mommy thing, and you're cooking, you're cleaning, and you're taking them to different events, and there's so many other sports and etc., right? Please find anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes a day where you can just unwind and just be yourself and just have peace and quiet for that time frame. I know it's hard. I don't know if you can either get up early in the morning or in the evening time when everyone is asleep. Whatever works best for your schedule. But mommies, please find that time for yourself because we really do need it. Again, like I stressed before, we wear many hats. And when you come home, you just want to be you. Sometimes you don't want to be mommy. You don't want to be auntie. You don't want to be the position at your job. You don't want to that. You don't want to make no decisions. You just want to be you. You just want to be free. And you don't want to think about your responsibilities at that moment because you're unwinding and you need that to yourself. And if you can't find that in a daily schedule, which I highly recommend, maybe try to find it somewhere in the week. And another thing too that you can consider as your me time is pampering. You can get your nails done. You can get your hair done. You can go to the spa. You can just do something simple around your neighborhood. You can, if you have what do you call it? You know how a man have a man cage? If you have your she cage, go in your she cage, you know what I'm trying to say? And that will be your time. So my last thing I want to say about self-care is actually your health. Yes. Woo, and that's the biggest one. We tend to sometimes put our health on the back burner. And we're wondering why at times we are tired. You feel bloated. You know, you have diabetes, high blood pressure, all those ailments, and you're trying to figure out, well, how did I get to this place? Again, we're going to have to revisit time management of you making time to exercise. I just want to share a quick story with you guys, and I kid you not, this is so true, and it was like the best thing that I ever did for myself. A couple of months ago, I was feeling really fatigued, and I was taking my iron pills, and I'm saying to myself, why do I still feel this way? You know, I'm taking my iron pills, and this is not helping, and I'm extra tired, you know, so I had to think about what I was eating. Now, even though I changed my eating habits, I actually had to do a little bit more changing around because I was incorporating, the fruits and the vegetables, but then on the side, I was eating, sweet potato pie and things like that. I was a hot mess. So I'm thinking to myself, you're going to have to tighten up on your diet a little bit more. And just to let you know, today, I believe I started back in February, and this is what now, May. This by me changing my eating habit, and I incorporated walking. So far, I lost 25 pounds, and I feel so much better. Now, don't get me wrong. I have my moments where I'm out there, I'm running around, and I'm feeling a little tired because I know why. Because I'm up early and I go to bed late, and I'm actually working on changing that. Some days I do get 8 hours. Other days I don't. It depends on what I'm doing. But for the most part, I really try to get good sleep or map it out when I know I have to do something and it's going to take me a little bit longer, how to make sure that, I'm staying on track. Okay? So I think that's really important. And do what's best for you, because a lot of people ask me, what am I doing? I can tell them what I'm doing, but it may not work for you. And then possibility you may want to consult with your doctor. But at this time, I incorporated a plant-based diet. And from time to time, I will include chicken, organic chicken, and fish in my diet as well. I do not eat beef or pork. And once in the blue, I have lamb. I eat 6 small meals a day, and that is breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner. And again, small portion. And in moderation, I will have the things that I like, but I eat more of the things that I'm supposed to eat and that I need, and less of the things that, that pretty much are not good for you. And also, too, the things that I love the most, I will take a dish and revise it to the way I eat. Like, perfect example, I love potato chips. I love the crunch of it. Instead of me making potato chips, I will go ahead and put carrot chips in my air fryer and make it a little crispy. I took in kale and put it in my air fryer and I made it crispy. I love sandwiches, so I take collard leaf, which is collard greens, and I will put chicken or tuna inside of it. I know you're thinking like that doesn't sound great, but it actually tastes really great if you know how to season it well, and some of the things that you might add. It tastes good. And if you would like for me to share recipes with you, I'll be gladly to put that on Lady K Chat Facebook page. So just email me or leave a comment, or you can even inbox me. But ladies, we are at the end. I hope this helped today. So 3 things, again, that I'm just going to go over real quick that we talked about today to get them back to you. 1 was to write down that thing or that passion or that business that you've been wanting to do. Write it down. First of all, think about it, then write it down. Number 2, after you dealing with the kids and work all day, I want you to find some me time. And number 3 is getting back to your health. So I thank you, ladies, for tuning in with me. You have a great night. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Lady K Chat, and on my website, www.ladykcoaching.com. Good night. Lady K.